Can you smell what the fuck is cooking? We cooking up W's because that's what we do over here. We talk about perseverance in the face of adversity. Do you see what we doing over here, man? I got so much to chop. You know what? I ain't even got that much to chop up, bro. Because, I mean, you know me as we are superstitious fans. What we go through over here, man. I done switched my remote from left to right, right to left about 10 times during this game. Before we go any further, cheers. Post-game victory drink, you know what I'm saying? I don't got my shot, but you know it because we over here with this. And before we go any further, let's keep the Maniac thing. Please like and subscribe. If you about that fly, Eagles fly, drop a comment at the box. If you fly with the flock, let's fly. And you know, ring that bell. If you want to join the Maniac thing, know the game, you already know what to do, when to do, what to do. You hit that bell, it's going to ring whenever I'm on this thing. Like I'm on this thing right now. Because like the thing that we on right now, we on these W's. Bro, these guys go up 14 zip. This close to 21 zip. But we got something cooking over here, man. We got something in our flock pots. We got things going on, man, because I think winter is here. You know what I'm saying? Hoodie things and all these things. This is what we doing on this side, man. Just listen to me. Watch where we going with this, man. Watch where we ride with me on an excursion through the excesses of the mind of a maniac. We just went through trials and tribulations. We went through some things. We went through vibrations and gyrations. We went through some things. We had Deep Pity over here calling plays out of his mind. I'm like, bro, what are we doing? What are they doing? They're doing reverses, misdirections. Lord, I'm like, why are we not doing this? Why are we not doing this? But we stayed tried and true. We stayed focused. We stayed poised. We stayed on the path that we on. And we got all these Batmans. But somebody forgot to mention the SandMan. The SandMan, Miles Sanders, the SandMan, came to put these boys to sleep. You see my boy out here, they talking about why he don't get TDs. Why he don't got 100-yard rushing games. I'll give you all of those. Plus two, what we do. Maniac, gotta get his Maniac on point. You see what we doing? You see what he doing? I'm watching. Again, I told you, we knew Jalen Hurts could will us to wins. Then he started skilling us to wins. My man went back into the utility belt. Said, yeah, I could will us to win still. What? Yeah, anytime. Mr. Nick Sinceriani. Coach Nick Sinceriani. So sincere, mama. Yeah. You remember mid-season last year? Changes up the whole philosophy, offensively. Mid-season. Says, you know what? We're going to stop this passing thing. We're going to become a running team. Mid-game, we see it happen mid-game. We're watching the progression. We're watching the watering of the flowers. We're watching the roots come up, burgeon into versions of amazingness. The likes of which we haven't seen before. Okay, a little bit hyperbole, I know. Let's chill. I'm saying though, mid-game, switched up the philosophy. We passing all crazy. We still stayed tried and true. Stayed going forward. None of that misdirection stuff. And I noticed the mid-game, I'm like, mid-game. I'm like, they're doing all of this and that, and that's what I wanted us to do. But we stayed tried and true to what we do. And we knew at some point that all that trickeration, all that defibrillation, all that BS, it didn't have any stand time. It wasn't going to last. It wasn't going to work for long. Like, okay, they got that. They got us there. We got this, though. And did we get this or did we get this? We got this. We got that. Like I told you, clap it up for Deep Pity. But at the end of the day, we're going to zip them up, pack them up, get them out. Yeah. You got to go, cuz. You got to go. There's so many things I want to touch on. Let's get into I'm just going to say this right now. I'm going to let y'all know. I'm never, ever doing an injury report again. It's not me. It's not my thing. It's not what I do. I'm here for excitement, motivation, pep rallies, and all of that. I'm here to get the fan base going. I'm finding out this is my thing. I don't do injury reports. First time I do an injury report update, Slay, Malata, Sayamalu. It's probably more in there. So, Smitty get dinged up. I dead ass in the middle of the game. I was like, bro, I hate the Jacksonville Jaguars. What are they doing to our boys? Like, this was a drag them out, bag them out, bring them up, ring them up, grind it out game. And we grinded out and we still won because what was it? It was perseverance in the face of adversity. I said that yesterday. I said I believe this is going to be the first game we really face adversity. I hate that my words were prophetic because I've been loving these blowouts. Dude, and then so they bang us up, they beat us up a little bit, right? First thing we throwing in the flock pots in this. Cheers, let's sip a little bit more. It's gonna calm me down a little bit. First things first. Stout. Coach Stout is the best offensive line coach. You see me? You got your eagle eyes up. You listen, you got your eagle ears up. You got your feathers up. You see me? You soaring down. You picking up what I'm laying down? Coach Stout is the best offensive line coach in the history of the NFL, of NCAA, of the sport, of the game, period, hands down. You see what happens. Our boy, I was pissed. Of course, I'm pretty sure you were too. Our boy Malata goes down. What we do? Next man up. I'm like, oh yeah. Duh, we got Dylan. Dylan, come on. Dylan's still on the pop. What? Who's in there? Who's that? My man, Jack Drisco. Batman Jack comes through. Holds it down. We're doing it. Work. One play, I believe, there was a little bit of pressure. I believe it was the actual first play of him in. It looked a little shaky. After that, smooth sailings. Here on out. We good to go. Later in the game, Sayamalo goes down. My mom's like, who's that? Mama Maniac, who wasn't going to let me go right after the game. But anyway, we get into that later. No, we ain't going to get into it. But anyway, Mama Maniac we got into it earlier, if you catch my shorts. Mama Maniac wasn't going to let me go. She wanted to watch the 4 o'clock games, whatever the case may be. But she's like, Mama Maniac's like, who is that? 56? 56, she said, first she said it was Jason Kelsey. I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about? Who's backing up Jason Kelsey? So I'm like, yo, Jergens, Cam Jergens, beef jerky's in there. We good. But no. But then I'm like, that was not Kelsey that went down. Kelsey 62, 69, 65, something, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, Lane 65, who the flock is 56? I'm like, they don't 56. 56 is defensive number. Then I remember they changed numbers. We had a whole debate about it. She's like, oh, you trying to tell me I'm wrong? I knew I was right, 56. Sayamalo, because I'm like, Sayamalo, if it was, I'm like, who could it be? Cause I thought it was Drisco, because I wasn't familiar with the number. Like, so if anything, damn, we got a lot of moving parts right now. Sayamalo could play anything down the line, so Sayamalo will move to the outside. Then we're going to bring Cam Jergens in to the guard position. Turns out it was Sayamalo. I'm like, oh Lord, oh God, he's a Swiss Army knife over there. I forget who we brought in, but Sayamalo goes down. We got Malata already out, and the O-line still stays stout. We still doing quarterback sneaks like Avant said. Man, I'm loving this organization. I'm loving what we're doing, man. It was what? It was perseverance in the face of adversity. Perseverance in the face of adversity. I'm just loving what we're doing over here. Then you got Vontae out early in the game. Like, what the flock is going to, but kudos. Don't forget, kudos to Coach Stout. Best offensive line coach ever. We stay the course no matter what happens. We stay tried and true. The philosophy is the philosophy. The game is the game. This is what we do. We got such a great culture going on over here. Back to the defensive side. Avonte Maddox. Avonte Maddox, early in the game, you're like, sheesh. They're doing these reversals. They're doing these misdirections. What's going on over here? What the flock is going on? And it looked crazy initially. We saw CJ, and I told you he was going to stay in the safety, right? But don't worry about that. We'll be good. Sia Scott played his ass off. Please excuse my language, y'all. You already know it's post-game party. Boom. He stays where he's at. Missed a few assignments. Had a few bad tackles and all that. Stayed tried and true to our philosophy. Stayed doing what we're doing. Great defensive back coach over there. You know what I'm talking about, my man Denard. Don't sleep on that man right there. Next up and coming. Don't sleep on them. We got dogs over there. Whoever comes in, next man up mentality there. We're doing this. We're doing this. We're doing this. We're doing this. Tighten up on the back end and what else, man? Come on, Mr. Bradbury. Mr. Bradbury, quite possibly one of the biggest acquisitions out of this whole scheme of things. Yeah, a little bit hyperbolic because you know where I'm going next. Because what I say, it's going to be sooner or later. It's going to be sooner or later that we unleashed this weapon of mass destruction. Weapon of mass destruction, weapon of mass destruction. Reddick has his welcome home, welcome him home, families, welcome him home. What the fuck is you doing? Get the fuck out of here. Bring it on in, man. Give it up for him. And Batman, yo, I'm just loving the fans also too, man. I'm like, break it, get loud. What are we doing? We got to put it on that man over there, Trevor Lawrence. He's no slouch. I told y'all before. Went from Gotham. The link is Arkham Asylum in the grand scheme of things and all this. Yeah, hashtag Arkham Asylum. Put it down. This is what we doing over here. Flockham Asylum. What? The defense. I even saw Colby have a good return. He's still getting dinged up a little bit and all that. Got to straighten up what your boy Sipas is doing. You know, I rocks with him a long way. Come on, man. You don't see many athletic kickers like that, like him and Elliott chasing down people, tackling like they did in Minnesota. But yeah, what they did to our boy Jake the Make, that got me a little pissed. But you know we're going to stay with it. We got banged up. This is real beat. Bang them up, drag them out. Real game. And what did we do? Perseverance in the face of adversity. That's the theme. I'm loving it. Finally got it. Like, you know, we had a team come at us. We faced it down 14-0. Came back for the W. Big W's over here. I told you that's the only stat that really matters. In the head of it all. The head of the snake, the head of the eagle of all there. Jalen Hurts. And you see it in his demeanor, you see it in his way, you see the way he moves, man. The calm in his resolve. Throws the early interception. We all know it. We saw it. Like, what are you doing? You know, back in the day, I hate to rehash this and all. Back in the day with the likes of Carson Wentz, you know, it'll be one interception or turn into two turn into three. Then it's a fumble and more turnovers. Let's tighten this shit up. Let's right this ship. Let's get this thing going where it needs to go. And who does it but what? The landlord. The landlord came to collect, and he collected everything. Because first things first, man, I wanted to drop one before the game started, man. Started thinking about it early this morning. I'm watching this thing on Vice. Y'all got Vice? I don't know. I got Vice, right? And so happens I'm watching a series called Dark Side of Football or something like that, right? And they're talking about the Eagles fans and how this, that, and the third has got me charged up. I'm like, flock, all of y'all. Shut up, get out of my face. We hit none of that. And that crescendoed into thinking of, you know, this whole matchup. You know, D. Pitty coming back, all the good words that he gave to Jalen Hurts and this, that, and the third. I'm like, why would he give such good words? And I don't know. I can't ever presume to be in the mind of another man, but think about it, dogs. You knew Jalen had to have something in his heart for this game. He's never going to let us know because that's not his personality. That's not his stash, and that's not his demeanor. That's not his natural disposition, right? But he had to have something in his heart for this game to go back facing that man. Why do you ask? Why, Eagle Man? What do you mean? Why would he have something in his heart against D. Petty? He drafted him, groomed him a little bit out of that man. Took a W out of that man's hand. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Against the Redskins, when they were the football team, whatever. Against Washington. Last game of that season, I believe 2020 season. Took a W out of that man's hand. The only man that was working for us, the only thing that was working for us on that field that night was Jalen Hurts. Takes him out of the game forget the man's name, but you know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna lie, it was dope. Took the playoff spot out of the Giants' hands and propelled the Washington team at that time into the playoffs. But you took this man off the field. You took a W from that man. Had to be a talk amongst other players that was in the room that day. You took a W from grown men's hand, professional football players' hands. You took a W from them men. You better go get it back. I know he wanted to go get it back. Not gonna lie though, man, D. Pitty came out with a plan like no other. But hey, what did we do? Persevered in the face of adversity. Man, Hassan Reddick. Jalen Hurts. That new dad over there, A.J. Brown, please don't forget it. Many crucial receptions. DG, Dallas Goddard. My son mispronounced his name yesterday. I think I'm riding with this. Said Goddard. Oh, yeah. Dallas Goddard. We over here. Yeah. Just an all-out, bash him out, drag him out. Real slugfest. And we came out on top of this, man. This is what we wanted. This is what we needed. Us as the fan base. Give it to me one time. E-A-G-L-E-S. Eagles. That's what we do, y'all. I'm loving the direction we're going in. I'm loving what we're doing over here. Post-game celebration. What you doing, how you doing it, who you doing it with. Let me know. Drop it down in the comments, man. Let's keep this flock train going. Let's keep this Eagle train going. Let's keep 4-0, y'all. Last time we did this was 04. I don't even want to get into it, man. So hype. We doing it. We did it. There's more to be done. I'm just loving the composure, the resolve, next man up mentality, all of that, man. We just do this. We got bats and dogs, eagles and tigers and all kinds of madness. Badness. Sheesh. I don't know, man. I'm loving it. Hope you're loving it too, man. Until next time, you know what we got, y'all. We got questions. We got questions for you, NFL. We got questions for you, NFC. Most importantly, we got questions for you, NFC East. No more questions for D. Pitty in Jacksonville. The question has been answered. It is known. They done. We won. Big W's over here. Eagle Maniac. Eagle Maniacs. My flockers and flockettes. My mama flockers and papa flockers. My flaquitos y flaquitas. Ya tu sabe. Till the next time. Let's go. Fly. Eagles fly on the road to victory. Fly, Eagles fly. Score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3, hit them, load them. Because you kidding me? Man. Yeah, what a win, y'all. What a win, y'all. Loving it for the entire fan base. These are the ones. These are the ones. They just mean a little something more than the others, man. You already know. Let's get the fuck out of here. Flock up or flock off. Let's fly. Yeah.